Okay, this is a video from Rival. Riot Games, please do something. Let's give this a watch.
This isn't one of my regular news videos, but a very serious issue that needs addressal and one that I guarantee affects you too. I've played League for my entire adult life. I started in Season 3 and it's currently Season 13. There's been basically nothing in my whole life that I've committed to for more than a decade.
Season 2 for me.
While I took some breaks here and there, I've pretty consistently been involved in the community or at least interested in what Riot is doing with the game. It's the withstanding of this test of time that League of Legends outshines basically any other multiplayer game. Even if a new game I'm interested in comes out, I'll still go back to League after a few months because I firmly believe that this game, when it's balanced and when it's good, is the most fun I've ever had with a game.
So never.
Beside that, Riot has released some of the best out-of-game multimedia that exists, amassing millions on millions of viewers and players through
all jokes aside, they're
music,
doing a great job.
Arcane,
They're doing a great job.
Other titles like Valorant and TFT, they've really hit the nail on the head, especially as an industry leader, all the while maintaining League. Some would even say their growth exceeds themselves. Riot just got so big so fast, things suffered along the way. But beyond all...
Absolutely. I mean, look at our client. Look at our graphics, okay? Like, I think Riot really, like, when they said they're, like, you know, the small indie company meme, like, it really was what they had in mind. Like, oh, we're going to make this video game called League of Legends, and we're just going to be this small indie company. You know, I think they took it too seriously. They forgot, like, hey, you guys are actually kind of the big boys now. You know, you guys are, like, you know, industry leaders. You have a lot of resources, but for some reason, yeah, anyway, it's a little tangent, but yeah, okay.
All that, nothing honestly compares to a neck-and-neck 40-minute solo queue game where I don't even care who wins or loses anymore. I've just cherished the experience because it's adrenaline-filled, satisfying, and just so damn enjoyable. And probably with some good teammates that I'll more than likely become friends with through the shared experience. And
Okay, it's like, is this guy talking about a dream he had or what? Wait, good teammates that you enjoy playing with and like like friendships and stuff? Is he's joking, right? Is it this might be actually it might be sarcasm. Yeah, he might be using sarcasm here, you know? Satire.
I think I can safely say that every person who's played a game of League watching this video has had those games. These games are the ones that keep me coming back, but these days they're 1 in 50. These days, soft inters, scripters, win traders, and lobby hostages run the game. Now, it's no secret that this has been the ever-growing mountain that Riot continuously tries to summit, sometimes with questionable intensity. But lately, and honestly the reason I, as someone with a voice in the community, need to speak on this is because there's just so damn much, and something needs to change. My first reference is from a co-owner of one of the most successful esports entities that exists, 100 Thieves. Jack Courage Dunlop, multi-gamer from Fortnite, Call of Duty, and other AAA titles.
He's going to talk about the tweet.
League of Legends is the worst community in all of gaming, and it's not even close. The game is truly unplayable unless you have a 5-stack. Every single random person on my team in gold is toxic, spam pings, and blames everyone but themselves. What a horrible gaming experience.
I quote tweeted that and I said, "This is after playing one game as a jungler." This is basically the experience. Getting spam pinged by your whole team in gold. Yep. Toxic. Yep. Yes, sir. Unplayable experience. Yup.
Horrible gaming experience. And this is coming from someone that has come up through video games and seen the ins and outs, comes and goes of the industry for...
He comes from Fortnite, okay? Fortnite, I mean, yes, it has voice chat. Yes, you can interact with other players. But at the end of the day, most of these players, you know, their balls haven't dropped yet. Let's be real. So, you know, yes, if you come from Fortnite background and then you come to a big boys game like League of Legends, yeah, you're going to have a rough time, okay? You know... it's not your Roblox, it's not your Minecraft, it's not your Fortnite. It is definitely a lion's den. Okay, you're going from like, you know, the parrots, you know, seeing the parrots and all, like, oh, look at all these parrots, they're so colorful and cool. Then you go into the lion's den with all the lions. Yeah, you're not gonna have a fun time.
But probably going on 10 to 15 years, but the toxic community is only part of the problem. Recently, North American streamer Detention finished up a bootcamp in Korea, yielding a mostly positive experience. From here, he planned to go to OCE to play solo queue before heading
to play with Detention.
Well, within 2 weeks, he'd given up on my home server. While the video you're about to watch is in jest, what he says is 100% true.
He gave up on Oceania?
With win traders and genuine cheaters.
I queue up at 12 a.m. Okay. I get placed with someone named Chen Zhuan, distance, and a barcode name. And then I have on my team Har Yao Yi Bing Shui and Tija Urkwai La on fucking Rel and Fiddlesticks. You know what they do?
Not the Fiddlesticks.
They win trade each other openly, and they type 50 slurs a second.
This was even echoed by fellow OCE content creator Slogdog, saying they make up...
I mean, that's like world record for type racer. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, there is a lot of issues with solo queue, a ton. Scripters, cheating, win trading, and all this stuff that everyone's talking about. And it happens on all servers, not just Oceania, but I guess Oceania's high elo player base is very small now. And I think it's probably like more prominent and more obvious and more, you just see it more often because it's less diluted, right? Like you have less real players on Oceania, no offense, in high ranked at least. So yeah, that exists on every server. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see something be done, but like the conversation has been going on for so many years now, and Riot just hasn't been able to do anything about it. So
80% of high elo in OCE. Last year, my good friend and professional player
80% of high elo. He said 80% of high elo. 80% of high elo are win traders and scripters. Wow. And Oceania. Wow,
that's in OCE. Last year, my good friend and professional player Dragku, ex-TSM Academy, hit rank 1 in OCE. In the last week of the season, he was win traded out of his place, and there was literally nothing he could do about it, as you can read on the screen. But rival, it's OS. Who gives a shit? It's not just OS.
See, the problem you have is how can you prove win trading? You can't. It's really hard to prove it. It's the same thing as trying to prove someone is ghosting. It's really, really hard to prove something like that. So, yeah, you want Riot to do something about it, but what can they do, really? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would love to talk about solutions, but I just can't really think of a good one. I don't know.
Here, Dantes talks of his plans once returning to NA. He wants to hit rank 1, but it's not even plausible because a player that frequents the North American professional practice environment is a win trader, and games are lost and won on his command to promote a boosting service.
Really?
I'll be starting an NA rank 1 grind. Unfortunately, one of the issues is that the current NA rank 1 is like 2100 LP.
EWV?
It's just being like win traded up and up the ladder.
Really?
So I don't think we'll be able to hit rank 1 NA in 3 weeks. So I think I'll...
Let's check this out. Hold on. Leaderboards. Yeah, he's still there. 328 LP gap. This guy is a win trader, apparently. Allegedly, he is win trading. I mean, he's lost a lot of games for a win trader, though. I mean, I don't know. Again, it's really hard to spot win. I mean, not really, really hard to spot win trading, but like just at first glance, it's kind of hard unless you do like some really deep diving into their match history, which I'm not gonna do right now. But yeah, it's also very, very hard to prove it. But I mean, 320 LP gap does seem pretty big. So I don't know. Maybe it's true.
Probably just like go for like top 10.
Last year, Faker called for heavy restrictions to be placed on win traders, but I have literally never once seen someone tied to game or loop even acknowledge that win trading exists. So thus far, we've seen...
Again, how do you prove win trading, right? It's practically impossible to prove because even if you look at two players' match histories, right, there's still going to be some inconsistencies. Like, oh, maybe not. The thing is, these people are not stupid, or they're not dumb people, right? If they're boosting, they're not going to make it too obvious. Or most people don't make it too obvious. If they're ghosting, they're cheating, they're not going to make it obvious, right? There's going to be a couple inconsistencies in there, right? Where a game that they were, playing against each other didn't go out the way it was supposed to if they were win trading, right? So it's tough. It's a tough situation.
Faker speak on issues from Korea, where in the past he has also condemned the solo queue environment publicly. We've heard multiple accounts from OCE, rank 1 NA as a win trader, and according to Yamato, quote, why is there 20 scripters in EU West 1000 LP? Quote, when you add them, they openly say they are scripting, but they can play...
Okay, why is there 20 scripters in Europe, 1000 LP, and all of them are max Platinum 2 peak without holding spacebar? And when you add them, they openly say they are scripting, but they can play freely for 500 games. Any reason for that, or just want to troll me a bit more, Riot support? So I have a little insight on this situation. There's apparently, from what I've seen, there's a lot of players who script that play Zeri in high elo Europe, and apparently, the reason they're able to keep scripting and playing these games openly and freely, and this is allegedly. I heard they found a way to play on an account that's banned. So they get banned, but they can still play on that account. It's very odd, like some sort of like back-in hacker man situation. Allegedly, I don't have concrete evidence of that, but that's what I've heard. The word on the block.
Freely for 500 games. Drutut mirrors Yamato's statement, saying, "Very good system. Meanwhile, scripters get to hit Chal with over 200 games with evidence, but God forbid says, quote, F all of you once." Which links me to my next point. The punishment system is so backwards. I would 50 out of 50 games rather have someone playing Type Racer on their keyboard but actively trying to win the game than someone who's soft inting, griefing, or just plain running it down. I can just mute someone who types. I can't stop a Nunu following my mid laner around, eating CS, and giving the enemy laner kills. This should be an immediate...
No. As once I'm gonna quote a Nubrak here. It's off meta. Okay, it's just a different play style. The Nunu is probably still trying to win, so you better stop complaining. All right. Okay.
Immediate 2-week ban, no questions asked. It seems like people.
In all seriousness, though, the thing with soft inting and like trolling in this game, there's literally no way we can start Riot can start punishing this unless they bring back like something like the tribunal. Right? They need to bring back the tribunal so we can have player review, peer-reviewed video, peer-reviewed games, and reward people with like a little bit of RP or a little bit of blue essence. I don't know. Like that's kind of how it worked back then. The tribunal was an amazing system. I don't know why it doesn't exist today. It would help a lot of the toxicity of the game, but yeah, they removed it. So.
People that type get punished 100 times more than people who grief in game, even though the griefing just ruined a whole League of Legends game for 9 other players and just straight up wasted their time. But even people that get pulled up in chat aren't even for the right reasons. I get messages from viewers every day with their instances, like this player who got punished for sarcasm by saying, "For sure, you're the GOAT."
Hi, I'm Yellow Shake from the player behavior team. Nice to meet you. I can imagine how unpleasant it is to find out your account punished. I'll do my best to give you as much context as I can about it. Making fun of someone, regardless of the context, even sarcastically, Graves, thank you for giving kill. For sure, you're the GOAT. It's totally understandable that having players running your games and being negative towards you is not pleasant at all. This is why our developers implemented the possibility for players to mute others if they're verbally abusing them. Huh? YOLO Shake, you should be ashamed. Are you even reading what you're typing, or is this just like ChatGPT doing your job for you? How is this toxic? Thank you for giving kill is toxic? What? This is worse than Club Penguin. Like, Club Penguin has a better chat filter system than this, right? Like, what is this? This is not toxic. You need to reevaluate. You need to get retrained or something. What is this? That's got to be a bot response. Has to be. No human being would type something like this, right? Surely not. AI is taking over, guys.
In this clip, Kesha is beyond confused because he literally doesn't know what he said.
Guys, who's ready for 4 honors? Who's ready for 4 honors? Who's ready for 4 honors? Okay, I really want to know what I said. Can we have all the top? Nice, positive. We should dive, positive. Can win. Good job, bro. Good job, bro. Irelia, can dragon, can win. Good job. Can win, can win. Lull. Spawn kill.
They may have banned him for his microphone volume, right? Like I mean, let's not rule that one out. That microphone volume is peaking quite a bit.
I even saw this player from Valorant,
yeah.
Which is...
No, but in all seriousness, yeah, these chat restriction bans really need to be reworked. I don't know what's going on with Riot. They're not working. It's banning people that shouldn't be banned, so.
Obviously a game by Riot saying her account got banned because she was just defending herself against Sexist, who of course received no punishment. Quote, GGWP 4,000 account down the drain, all for defending herself. I even had this view...
I mean, you should be banned for spending that much money on Valorant.
This viewer of mine get his account banned after being accused of scripts, only for Riot to say that even though they investigated and found no evidence of scripting, they can't unban the account. The Rioter then closed the ticket without offering any compensation. Imagine how much money that player just lost from all of his skins being effectively
That's really weird.
If I researched for more than an hour today, I could have made this video 20 times as long with way more evidence of what is going on at the moment. If all this is what I found in an hour, imagine how much I'd find in a day or a week. Now I don't have the answer, I just play and love the game, but this video should be evidence enough that something needs to change moving forward, because this is completely unacceptable and is owed to the players that keep the game alive and by extension the Riot universe. I love League and I appreciate every single employee.
The thing is that I think as League players we need to kind of give up on the idea that this company cares that much about League of Legends anymore. It is pretty good, you know, it's pretty good, it's still doing well, it's holding up, but they got Valorant, they got the MMO coming up, they have Arcane. bat chest. They have like all these other things going on, a fighting game, a card game, TFT, like there's so many things going on. I know they have like a bunch of different teams for each of these games and all. At the end of the day, I mean, League is the oldest game they have. To fix these issues requires, like, I guess, a strenuous effort from them, maybe more resources, or go with my idea, the Tribunal. Just bring back Tribunal. Honestly, it was content. It was funny to see people like do really weird things. It was funny. And it could probably clean up the game a little bit. Might not be the perfect solution, but I think it's a good step in the right direction. I mean, the idea that League of Legends is Riot's baby still is a little fever dream, you could call it, right? They have a lot more things going on now, so.
For Riot, this video isn't an attack, but it comes from a place of concern. I understand there are barriers from higher ups that sometimes stop things moving forward, or, in the interest of money, prohibit them from happening altogether, but I just want some answers.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave your experiences in the comments below.
That was a good video. I'm glad he's talking about it. I mean, it's a topic that's been going on for years now. I don't think Riot's gonna do anything, unfortunately. But, you know, it's still good that the conversation is still going. I'm gonna link this video in chat if you guys want to watch it. Rival, go subscribe to him. He's awesome. He does like a bunch of news stuff for League of Legends all the time. So he's actually a really good content creator and a really good video. Go check it out.